Before we start, first we will see how to open the command prompt. Two ways you can run the command prompt program. First, by simply typing CMD in the start menu bar. Second, you can press Windows key plus R to open the run utility. Type CMD and press enter. The first command name we're going to use is the help command. To execute, just type help in the command line and press enter. You can use help command at any time to learn more about a command's usage and syntax, like which options are available and how to actually structure the command to use its various options. To type some code name from the help, let's say ipconfig. Press enter. And @trib. Press enter. Also, we can use ASOC. Press enter. I'm going to show you some useful shortcut keyboard that you can use whenever you are working with Windows command prompt. Use up and down keyboard to see your previous command. And press F3 to execute the last command. Also, you can click F7 shows a list of all previous command from command history. We have help, ipconfig, @trib, and ASOC. You can also click F9 to ask for a command number and execute it. Let's say number 2. @trib, press enter, execute. Also, you can press Alt F7 to delete all of the history of the command lines. Type dir, press enter. The dir command is a powerful Windows command prompt function that lists all files and subdirectories contained in a specific directory. The dir command also offers some switches that unlock some powerful functionality. Let's take a look. And from a direct command, we can use cd. This is used to change from one directory to another you specify. The command can be used without drive designator if you were changing to a different directory in the current drive. The path designator can indicate a subdirectory within another directory or subdirectory, but it does not exceed 63 characters in length. To execute, just type cd and press enter to go back to its parent directory. And cd the Acer to go back to its root directory, just type cd / enter. The next code name we're going to use is MD. First, we will review the directory and files in the desktop. As you can see, these are all the directories or files inside the desktop. To make a new directory, let's type MD. If you do not specifically enter a path designation, the directory will be created as a subdirectory within the current directory. And let's put a name to it is new file. Press enter. As you can see in the desktop, we put a new file named new file. To make sure that the new file is in the directory of the desktop, let's review the directory. Type dir, press enter. As you can see, we can see the new file we created in the desktop directory. And the next command line will be rm or rmdir, also stands for remove, is a command line tool used to remove objects such as files, directories, and symbolic links from the file system. You can also remove special files such as pipes, sockets, and devices nodes with the rm command. To execute, just type rm dir new file, enter. As you can see, the new file we created just a while ago has been removed in the desktop. To review that if it's really removed from the desktop, let's check the directory. You can see the difference here that we have the new file from we created it, and from we remove it, it's gone here. You can also use the command prompt to create notepad text files. Just type in notepad and the file name, say sample.txt. As you can see, as we enter, there is a pop of a new file created. Let's put yes. Let's put another notepad file and let's name it sample2.txt. Command line we're going to use is copy, which is usually used to copy one or more files from one location to another. We are here from the documents to the new file directories. To check the directories, let's type dir. As you can see, the new file has 0 files. So let's copy. Execute copy, just type copy and the location of the file and then press enter. As you can see, we have one file copied. To review that if it's really copied to the new file, let's check. As you can see, there is already one file added to the new file, which is the sample.txt. We get it from the desktop and copied here to the new file. Next command line is move. To move a file or files, you specify the name and location of files or files you want to move, followed by destination. But first, let's review the directories or the files within the new file. Let's type dir, press enter. As you can see, we have 2 files here which we added just recently, the sample.txt and sample.2.txt. And to move one file, let's say move file name sample2.txt and the location you want to move the new file. Let's say in the desktop. Okay, one file has been moved. As you can see, the sample2 here has appeared. Also, if you move a file to an existing file, it will be overwritten. Let's move the other one, which is sample.txt, and move it to the desktop. Press enter. There's a question there if you want to overwrite, because yes, and one file has been moved. Let's review. New file. As you can see, there are no files left in this directory because we move it to the desktop. Let's move on to the run command, which is rename, changes the name of the first file name you entered to the second file name you enter. To execute, let's say we have here in the desktop these two notepad texts here, which is sample and sample2. Let's rename these to rename sample.txt, and the new file name, which is to rename.txt. As you can see from sample, it has changed to rename. Let's try another. Ren sample2.txt and rename to.txt. Also here, the file has been renamed. Move on to the delete command. It's a command prompt used to delete files. Various command options are available so that you can remove files that have certain file extension, delete every file in a folder, get rid of only files that certain file attributes, and more. But be careful in using this command because unlike deleting normally, data with the del command doesn't end up in recycle bin. To execute, let's type del and the file name you want to delete, rename.txt, press enter, and the rename has been deleted in the desktop. Let's try another one, which is del rename to .txt, press enter, and all of the files has been deleted. Let's move on to the echo command. Echo, this batch command displays messages or turns command echoing on or off. Let's move on to type. When you see the type command, the file is displayed with limited on-screen formatting. Tabs are expanded and generally displayed as 8 spaces wide. Let's try to execute type. And the fc command, where it is the line utility for listing, editing, and re-executing commands previously entered into an interactive shell. fc, compare the contents of two files or set of files, display any line which do not match.